Greetings to all Digimon figure fans out there! This is Mega881000 again, and after a while, now there is finally another information video by me with some great news that some of you will definitely be interested in. You'll be thrilled! You'll be thrilled, guys. Yeah, hold on tight, guys, because there's another small, well, let's say rather large update for the KO Figuarts Digimon figure section, as you should have already seen in the thumbnail as well. While Bandai Tamashii has apparently completely forgotten about their promise they made along with SH Figuarts Digimon Rebirth of Holy Knight figures promotion, that they want to deliver new Figuarts Digimon Collectors action figures to fans again for a longer time. Yeah, the DG-Mazing Design Studio in contrary actually made one of their pre-order announcements for one of these 4 further announced DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon figures real now. Yes, guys, you saw and heard right. DG-Mazing has actually managed to produce and to finally finish one of these 4 pre-order announcements. As you could see in the thumbnail, it's DG-Mazing's KO Figuarts Sleipmon figure, which is the first of the 4 further KO Figuarts pre-order announcements to finally see the light of day. DG-Mazing has now released the Sleipmon. Okay, firstly, I take you a short preview to let this great new information and fact sink in. Then we will continue with the program here. Yeah, and I use this time to have a little drink here to get well over the time here with all this stuff. Yeah, I just discovered this myself about 2 weeks ago by chance, while done a bit of researching if there are any updates for these pre-order announcements in the form of pictures of the painted prototypes now, etc. As you know, DG-Mazing needs a long time to produce and finish those KO Figuarts figures, or their KO Figuarts figures. I know it from the waiting time for their Alphor's Dudemon figure or Magnamon figure. Yeah, I said it all in my videos, you should know this. But yeah, we're going on with my provided things here. Yeah, and I was totally surprised to see quite a few pictures of the real photographed figure in various poses at an Indonesian Facebook page called Dudemon Hobbies. First, I simply found these pictures at Google, which were posted from another Facebook member. And yeah, this member previously posted from the production. Those photos he previously posted from the production. As you can see, the update were pictures of the production progress of DG-Mazing's KO Figuarts Sleipmon figure with the single parts already painted in boxes and stuff. Similar to the production progress pictures that the Chinese Cosmile Time eBay shop sent me for the DG-Mazing Magnamon pre-order back then. And I thought to myself, okay, the first live sign of DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Sleipmon in a very long time after the CG render prototype images that the Cosmile Time shop updated for its pre-order offerings around the beginning of 2024. Yeah, we're waiting a very long time for the next DG-Mazing pre-order announcements to become reality, right? About over 2 years, I think. They made those first offers, those pre-order offers. Yeah. Since then, going now back to the text, beginning of 2024, since then there have been none new updates on any of these 4 further DG-Mazing pre-order announcements, and I thought back to DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Magnamon, as I got those production progress pictures and thought to myself, what a great life sign after a very long time to see these first proving images of the produced, painted, single parts of the real figure. As common for DG-Mazing Studio, I thought they looking very good again, and I was simply delighted to see the first life sign of DG-Mazing Sleipmon. So they are now in the final stages of production for the Sleipmon figure, I thought, and at the same time I thought as well it would probably be a few more months to go from here until the final release will happen. Of course, right afterwards, when I visited the Facebook page of Dudemon Hobbies, I saw these pictures of the finished figure and thought, are these AI fakes? Or are they actually product shots of the real already finished figure? I took a closer look and realized these are all photos of the real finished figure. They are real. And I thought DG-Mazing Sleipmon has turned out really great again and looks breathtakingly good, very well detailed in terms of mold and coloring. And yeah, you could see the very good detailing with the mold, or the mold has. Also already on these, yeah, those CG renders, prototype pictures. Yeah, it was very detailed already, but seeing it in color, guys, yeah, you know, that's something different. That's all for the first things, but I promise it will get even better later on. But let's go back in time a bit at first, because attentive viewers of my channel should also know that I previously made 2 information videos about these 4 further DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon pre-order announcements. The first info vid I uploaded on the 23rd December 2023, and this video was simply about that DG-Mazing Studio announced new pre-order offers for 4 further DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon Collectors action figures. There was also some additional information about what DG-Mazing Studio actually is and their products, and of course a lot of speculations from me about these then new pre-order announcement, as such if DG-Mazing will make them all 4, make them all real, etc. In this first info video I also showed you the CG render prototype images for Sleipmon pre-order offer, which were updated sometime later by the Cosmite Time eBay shop after putting up the offers. Yeah. Sometime later, it was a long time later since they put up the offers. But as I said, you should know everything about this from this video. My second info vid, or in case you watched those videos, yeah, again, my second info vid on the topic from the 7th April 2024 was mainly about the fact that the Cosmile Time Shop later added such CG render prototype images for their other 2 pre-order offers for DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon and Chessmon. For KO Figuarts Digimon we even got color CG renders and images of the option parts. Therefore I determined that DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon had the most updates up to that point. We got the most for Digimon at this point. So much for the content of my first 2 info vids on this topic. Of course, there was also much more information about other DG-Mazing products, which I made in this video, in this update video, that had already been released, or about other pre-order offers at the Cosmile Time Shop, which were still pre-orders, you know. But I won't go into detail so much about this all in this info vid here, because there are no updates on the other topics from this previous video, except that the 2 DG-Mazing remakes of the Spirit Evolution sets of Löwemon and Kaiser Leomon, or Loemon and Kaiser Leomon, mentioned in the second info vid, have been released, finished for some time now, and as you can see are no longer up for pre-order. You can order them at the eBay Cosmile Time Shop. Yeah, they are available. I checked it for the research here. Just to mention that, and enough of that now. But if you want to learn more about this and don't really know what this vid here is all about and why this new update on DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Sleipmon is so great, if you don't know this, please check out my first 2 info vids on that topic. It makes more sense for those of you who haven't seen my 2 first info vids about this. So, I also mentioned in general that DG-Mazing made pre-order announcements for a total of 4 such further KO Figuarts Digimon figures. However, I already told you in the previous info videos that the Cosmile Time eBay shop unfortunately didn't put up a pre-order offer for DG-Mazing's KO Figuarts Dudemon. I didn't know the reasons and nothing has changed in this regard so far. However, on various Asian online sites like Carousel Malaysia, there was a pre-order offer with a Bandai illustration for Dudemon as well. But unfortunately, I still haven't found any updated CG renders for the prototype of Dudemon. About this, nothing has changed. Furthermore, another bad thing is that the Cosmile Time eBay shop completely removed all 3 of those pre-order offers for these new DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon from their shop site some time ago already. Now, no idea why, or if they are just updating these offers, their shop page, because DG-Mazing Sleipmon is now finished, or if they are no longer offering all 3. I don't know. Due to the current events, I asked the Cosmile Time Shop members exactly this question about a week ago, if they will receive DG-Mazing Sleipmon soon, because Sleipmon is finished now, as I said, and if they so will put up the order for Sleipmon again or not, because nothing had changed about the current situation about there either. Yeah, I checked this for researching for this video. It's still the same situation. They don't have those pre-order offers for their 3 DG-Mazing KO Figuarts figures they had before. They are gone at the moment. After all, they already had pre-orders from other buyers for each of these 3 DG-Mazing Digimon figure offers, so I don't know why they are gone now, right? Yeah, but I have to see and wait what they will reply. Now let's get back to the second great news part about DG-Mazing Sleipmon that I promised you before. Of course, I also contacted the member of the Dudemon Hobbies Facebook page immediately after my discovery that same day, because it looked like they would also be selling DG-Mazing Sleipmon through their Facebook page. However, it was also still listed as pre-order there, with additional information like the price in Indonesian rupiah and the size etc. Stuff like this. You also can see this here short with the screenshot. Because for the dollar price you should send them a message. So I did, and also asked along with this if they know when the final release for DG-Mazing Sleipmon will be, because as I said, it was still listed as pre-order there, etc. After just a few minutes, I actually received the first response from Dudemon Hobbies with the dollar price and the before mentioned second great news part for the DG-Mazing Sleipmon figure, which was following: Sleipmon is no longer pre-order and already available to order. And I thought, yes, for real? Dudemon Hobbies also told me the approximate shipping cost and delivery time to Germany, because this is my home country. During the chat I browsed their Facebook page a bit more and saw that they also had a lot of pictures of custom Digimon figures. After chatting, I realized that with all the custom Digimon figures, my Indonesian chat partner is a huge Digimon fan and figure enthusiast just like me, and all the pictures of the custom Digimon figures are from his own collection or from his good friend, because his good friend is able to do 3D printing to make custom parts for the figures. They making out of those official Bandai Figuarts model kit figures other characters with the help of 3D printing parts for them. Yeah. I asked if they making the custom Digimon figures just for themselves or if they also selling stuff. He said both. He's a collector in the first place. The business part is just a little bonus. And I just thought, wow, I found another good source for any future request custom Digimon figures. Yeah. And maybe also a good site where you can offer those DG-Mazing KO Figuarts figures. By the way, I will also have linked Dudemon Hobbies Facebook page in the video description down below. Just visit it after watching this video and check out their awesome custom Digimon figures on your own. Yeah, check out his site, there are some great customs. During the chat I also mentioned my YouTube channel at some point, because yeah, I get the knowledge that he is also a big Digimon figure enthusiast. So I told him I made videos about figures, or making videos about figures, Digimon figures. My channel is about Digimon figures. That I told him. Yeah, and he realized that he even knew my channel and me from back when YouTube still had a star rating system. He could hardly believe that it was actually me chatting with him in person now. He then wrote things like, I was actually one of his inspirations growing up, that I was the reason in the first place that he started collecting Digimon figures, that my showcase back then was top notch, and that he didn't even know half of the cool Digimon figures that I showcased back then. That was also the main reason why he is into custom Digimon figures in the first place. yeah, I just thought, wow, that's awesome, really? And of course I thanked him so much for the immense praise and feedback, and he wrote back, it's okay, and that I was a true hero to him, his childhood hero, with my videos. That's what he wrote. Also together with a few other YouTubers, like for example Actors Toy Reviews. Yeah, but he also said I was one of his biggest inspirations. And that without my videos, without my inspiration, he wouldn't be there where he is today. He was probably also referring with this to his good friend and all the Digimon custom figures and stuff they created and creating. That's why he is really very grateful to me, as he also wrote. But of course, I was truly blown away, simply speechless, and admittedly a little proud of myself that my YouTube videos back then had such a big impact on him. And of course, I was also incredibly happy about that fact. I was able to achieve such things with my YouTube videos back then, because that was also my main reason for starting YouTube back then and making these simple videos about my own collection, simply to show the world what Digimon figures were there back then, what you can get else back then, especially in Japan, Asia, and what fans could probably still get at relatively reasonable prices back then at this time. Yeah, because we only knew the stuff which they released in our home countries, right? So yeah, I've told you that many times before in other videos as well, what was my main reason starting YouTube videos back then. Yeah, but I've never received such a great and direct feedback before. Well, if someone calls me his childhood hero because of my YouTube videos back then, that's saying something. Or what do you think, my friends? And to hear something like that is just nice, isn't it, guys? I just found it totally crazy and a bit surreal, but a really nice experience at the same time. So in that sense, I did everything right back then, I thought. I'm not telling you this to brag or stuff like that. No, of course not. I just wanted to test the shop's owner a bit more to see if they, or if he, as my new discovery, are generally trustworthy as a potential source for Digimon figures and their custom Digimon figures and stuff. To be on the safe side, in case I have to order by DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Sleipmon from them, from his shop, if the Cosmile Time eBay shop really doesn't put up the order for it again. This is also important for the rest of you, if you are interested to get Sleipmon or one of their custom Digimon figures, right? Yeah, but after this lovely chat, I am now very sure of his trustworthiness. It made him seem more and more trustworthy to me, right? I also wrote Dudemon Hobbies in the chat before that I would prefer to buy DG-Mazing Sleipmon from the Cosmile Time eBay shop because that's eBay, and I've already bought the other two DG-Mazing KO Figuarts and other statues from that shop. I don't know your shop in contrary though, because he also asking me before if he should order a Sleipmon figure for me, because he noticed my interest for it, because yeah, because of reasons. I explained the situation to him, wrote him that I wanted to ask the Cosmite Time shop first if they will get Sleipmon etc. If they putting back the pre-order or the order for DG-Mazing Sleipmon because it's finished. Yeah. And he said, it's okay, I don't want to pressure you into anything. No pressure. You can buy wherever it's the best option for you. This also shows that you can trust him, just to show and emphasize that again for you. Yes, and then one thing led to another in the further chat with him. Enough of that, let's get back to the further more important information for you about the DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Sleipmon figure. He wrote the price would be $270 in US dollar, excluding shipping. Shipping cost from Indonesia to Germany, for example, would be around $57 US. The shipping time, he stated, from the time of confirmed order would be approximately 1 to 2 months. This is also noted on his Facebook item page, as you can see. Please ask Dudemon Hobbies for shipping costs to your country. Again, some more information about DG-Mazing Sleipmon from the Dudemon Hobbies Facebook page. Like, material is PVC and ABS. The height of the figure is plus minus 18 centimeters. Features Muspelheimer bow, Niflheimer shield. That are the original designations of his weapons. Yeah, and also the short note, this figure is not an original product made by Bandai. It is a third-party product made by DG-Mazing. As if Bandai Tamashii would ever consider making a Figuarts figure of Sleipmon character. Yeah, good joke, good joke. But I know it's just for information, so including this fact in the product description is a no-brainer. Yeah, I get it. As you can see, his post about the Sleipmon figure is also pretty recent, dating back to the 25th September 2025. He also already ordered a few DG-Mazing Sleipmon figures for other buyers and one for himself. He even sent me pictures of it, one of the packaged figure in the box and one of the unboxed figure. Just as another further proof to all of you, or for all of you, that he can be trusted. He also joined my WhatsApp group right the next day after I did invited him. After this, yeah, meeting him randomly in this nice chat. By the way, Dudemon Hobbies also has a shop page on Instagram and TikTok besides Facebook. Check them out. One more information from me about DG-Mazing and KO Figuarts Sleipmon, which is that DG-Mazing's KO Figuarts Digimon Collectors action figures are generally made in such a way to scale very well with the original Bandai Tamashii Figuarts and also the earlier Tamashii D-Arts Collectors Digimon action figures. Before we coming to the end of this info vid, there's one more piece of information. DG-Mazing has also slightly updated their 3 color versions of their KO Figuarts Magnamon figure and re-releasing their KO Figuarts Magnamon with a new head sculpt. However, this change only concerns a new head sculpt for the helmet, proportions for the eyes, which now more closely resembling the head-helmet sculpt of the original Bandai Figurized standard anime design Magnamon model kit figure, or rather the anime to-eye design of Magnamon in terms of proportions, including the eye design. I am not sure if the entire back section of the head with the horns etc. got also remolded, resculpted, but the helmet face proportion and sculpt looks slightly different and more in line with Toei anime design or the Bandai Figuarts Magnamon model kit figure. The anime design kit, yeah. Looking more in line with Toei anime design and the model kit figure by Bandai on their re-release. I mean the re-release of the DG-Mazing Magnamon figure, not getting me wrong. From the pictures alone, the rest of the figure mold looks exactly like the original release to me. I don't think that anything else got remolded, resculpted. On the original release of DG-Mazing Magnamon, the helmet, face sculpt and eye design were more in line with Bandai's illustrations of Magnamon. By the way, the re-release of DG-Mazing Magnamon has also been available for pre-order at the Cosmile Time eBay shop site for some time now. You can see this. I also checked this. It's available as pre-order. But this is only interesting for people who didn't get any of the free color versions of the original releases for whatever reason, or for the ones of you who just got knowledge about DG-Mazing Magnamon figure was made and yeah, got the knowledge too late about it. The original release is still available on some eBay at some eBay sites and in some eBay shops as well, but it's now more expensive than if you would pre-order the re-release with the new head sculpt instead. According to the picture of the pre-order offer, the free color versions will be available again with the re-release, including the plated gold version, which I find still unbeatable. I did single reviews about all three color versions of the original releases some years ago, for those of you who don't really know what I'm talking about here. For those again, just check out my reviews about them. A little insider tip from me at the end: if you're interested in getting a DG-Mazing Magnamon KO Figuarts figure, get the plated gold version of the re-release. It's simply breathtakingly great, and my copy of the original release hasn't lost any of its plated gold shine, which means super quality, because it's already been some years where they produced this. Another thing about DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Sleipmon's very high price, again, yes, admittedly $270 Dudemon Hobbies offers for it is a very high price, but you also have to consider the difficulty for DG-Mazing to produce this figure and to be able to implement it as a 6-legged beast Digimon figure in such a way to look this good. It must have been very difficult for the design team. Bandai Tamashii itself took a long time to finally release their prototype of Deutsche's Metal Garurumon figure, which they had shown very early back then, and as we know, it took a lot of pressure from fans on Bandai Tamashii to finally make the prototype official and release it. Yeah, we know from recent statements from the Bandai designers that the realization and implementation of quadrupedal figures is generally more difficult than it is for 2-legged figures and more humanoid figures, you know. Yeah, and Sleipmon is also a 6-legged beast Digimon. Think about that, guys. However, the pre-order price at the Cosmile Time eBay shop was a bit lower in compare, with just almost $230 item price and only about $30 for shipping. That's another reason why it would be better for all of us, and my hope that the Cosmile Time shop gets DG-Mazing Sleipmon and put up the offer for it again soon. So much for that. I also found this further eBay offer but the DG figure shop is even more expensive than the Dudemon Hobbies Facebook Instagram shop due to the $99 for shipping. Sure, they paying $99 for shipping. I think that's a bit of, yeah, faking the prices a bit, lowering the item price, and yeah, do the full charge on the shipping cost price. This is a bit of, yeah, faking prices, I think. And I also found further offers with much lower prices here, but don't ask me what kind of selling platform Bunchang is. The writing looks Korean, of course. There are 2 listings on the site with different item prices. Yeah, just as a side note for further buying options for you guys. Yeah, and with that, we're coming to the end of my 3rd info video about the further DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon announcements, and mainly on the information of the finished DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Sleipmon figure. I think that's enough for now. It was supposed to be a relatively short info video and update to my previous 2 videos on the topic, but I found a lot of more stuff to include here, so you don't have to miss out anything, right? You can find some of the links to the various mentioned pages in the video description down below. As soon as there are news for the other DG-Mazing KO Figuarts Digimon pre-order announcements, I will be back with another info update vid on this topic. I will definitely get DG-Mazing Sleipmon, and then can finally be a review about the new Digimon figure after all my edition videos. However, it's not my fault that Bandai Tamashii did let us down with producing no more new Figuarts figures. Digimon Figuarts, yeah. They're doing very strange stuff now. For example, I'm not a fan of this Metal Greymon crossover Godzilla thing. Sure, it will find its fans. I believe. I am not a fan at all of this. Yeah, but I think the only figure line which gets continued, yeah, in a normal period, is the only line or series is the Amplified Model Kit series for Digimon. That seems to be a big thing for Bandai. Yeah. For the rest, I hope this update video was interesting for you. If this is the case, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, everyone, and see you for the next general video. Your Mega 88 1000.